Spider, 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 please these Misty's writers. Bro, I got a head. Spider! It's Young Spider-Man. I'm back with another video. So today's video, bro, I will be talking about something that I find pretty cool, and that is the butterfly effect. And I ain't talking about the Travis Scott song, For This Life I Cannot Change Her, in the hills, deep off in a maze. Shout out to Travis for that fire ass song. I'm talking about the butterfly effect theory. And one thing about me, I find random hobbies or just random thing that I get obsessed about for about maybe a week to a month. And that thing right now is the butterfly effect for me. And if you don't know what the butterfly effect is, let me explain it to you. And I quote straight off of Google, butterfly effect is the idea that small, seemingly trivial events may ultimately result in something with much larger consequences. In other words, they have non-linear impacts on very complex systems. For instance, when a butterfly flaps its wings in India, that tiny change in air pressure could eventually cause a tornado in Iowa. So basically, small events that aren't connected lead to a big event in the timeline. Now, I think one reason why I like this theory so much is because I'm one of the people that believes everything in life has a meaning. Even the most smallest insignificant things, they all have meaning. Everything happens for a reason. And so the butterfly effect just sort of pushes that agenda, and I really do find it cool. And so here's just some examples of the butterfly effect that I have found and I want to talk about in this video. So without further ado, man, let's get it! For the first example of the butterfly effect, we have Damian Lillard's game-winning shot in 2019 against the Oklahoma City Thunder. Nah, I ain't gonna lie, this one low-key hurts to talk about because I'm a Thunder fan, but I'm gonna have to strive through it. I'm gonna have to push through it. Now, this shot affected the league in many different ways. The first way it affected the league is the Oklahoma City Thunder themselves. After this shot, the Thunder realized this shit not gonna work anymore. Paul George realized, you know what I'm saying, I ain't gonna win a ring here. I gotta kick rocks. He hit up Sam Presti. Hey nigga, send me home. Send me to the Clippers. Westbrook seen PZ was doing that. He's like, shit, I'm not trying to be stuck here. Hey, Sam Presti, send me to the Rockets with my nigga Harden. And just like that, the Westbrook era had ended, and we were a completely different team, flourishing into a new era. Now, those trades would send us in the right direction in our key to where we are. I'm saying we because I'm a Oklahoma City Thunder fan. Where we are today. Without those trades happening, we are a completely different team. We're probably worse, to be honest. Obviously, in the Paul George trade, we got Shea and all those picks, who I'm pretty sure ended up being Chet and J-Dub. I'm not sure, though, on that. And in that Rockets trade, we got Chris Paul, who was so fundamental to Shea. Chris Paul was literally Shea's mentor. He made Shea so much better. It was like some Obi-Wan and Anakin shit, bro. I definitely do think without Chris Paul, Shea still would have got to where he was. It just would have took longer. And without Damian Lillard hitting that crazy ass shot over Paul George, we're not the #1 seed. We don't have all these picks. We're not the best positioned team in the league. We don't have the potential to make the Western Conference Finals and maybe an NBA Finals this year. All right, bro, listen. I shot this before we lost to the damn Mavs on some PJ Washington free throws, bro. Chill. We did not make the finals. We didn't make the conference finals. Relax. So much shit changes without Damian Lillard hitting that shot. Now, that shot also affected the rest of the league as well, because I mentioned Paul George got traded to the Clippers, but also I don't think Kawhi is signing to the Clippers if Paul George isn't going there as well. And that trade forced the Clippers to be in a win-now mode, which forced them to eventually trade for Harden, which forced them to eventually sign for Westbrook and do all these other moves as well that just haven't worked out in their favor. Now, as for the Rockets, it also eventually led to their eventual rebuild, which is where they are in right now. Because with the Rockets, they traded for Westbrook, right? And they did a 5-out thing with a bunch of small ball ass guards that didn't work. Eventually traded Westbrook, eventually traded Harden. Now they're in a rebuild, and now they have Jalen Green, Segun, the Thompson brother, and all these other guys. So that shot really just changed the league, but the team that benefited the most from that shot was the Thunder. In my opinion, it was the best thing to have happen to us. The next butterfly effect I want to talk about is Tony Stark becoming Iron Man. So think about it, right? The reason why Tony Stark ever became Iron Man in the first place is because he got kidnapped by those terrorists. Nigga was trapped in a cave, had no way out. He was cooked. Then nigga realized like, hey, I'm a smart ass nigga, man. Let me go ahead and cook up something. So nigga built him a big ass suit and started cooking niggas. That eventually led to him becoming Iron Man. Now, if you remember, at the end of that movie, Nick Fury goes, hey, I'm building a team. You're not the only one with powers, Stark. You trying to join? And that's how the whole Avengers initiative kicks off. Iron Man is the face of that organization. He's the reason why that whole shit started. So think about it, right? In that universe, let's say Tony Stark never got kidnapped. Nigga is still out there selling weapons. Bro, we're not getting an Avengers team. The Earth is so fried, bro. Because think about it. Loki's still going to come down to Earth. He's still going to come down to Earth, but we don't have an Avengers team to protect us. We gonna have Thor. Thor probably still gonna pop out. We gonna have Black Widow and Hawkeye on the front lines. They're still gonna be there. And let me tell you what, if I'm in New York and I just see Thor and Black Widow on the front lines, I'm like, nigga, we're cooked. I'm having no hope in them niggas. Cap will still be there, but it won't be an organized squad is what I'm trying to say. So I think we would still be cooked in that scenario. Thanos is gonna cook half the universe because we don't have an Avengers team. We don't have Tony Stark to go back in time to reverse his shit. Because remember, Tony Stark, he built the time machine. Spider-Man don't become who he is because literally Spider-Man is a direct protege of Iron Man. Like, Iron Man is just a crucial part of that MCU timeline, bro. Without Tony Stark becoming Iron Man, without Tony Stark getting kidnapped, bro, that MCU universe is so fried, bro. It's not even funny. Shout out to my nigga Tony. RP to a real nigga, bro. The next example I want to talk about is Metro Boomin and Future dropping their album We Don't Trust You. Now, apparently behind the scenes, Metro and Drake, they were beefing. We sort of knew that, but we didn't know it was that serious. Shit was so serious that Metro said, you know what, Drake, I got something for your Canadian ass, Cody. He recruited Kendrick on the Like That song. And as you know, on the Like That song, Kendrick disses J. Cole and Drake. And that literally led to us getting the greatest rap beef of all time. If you want to know who I thought won that beef, go ahead and click my profile. Go to one of my recent videos, bro. I just talked about it the other day. But literally, bro, without Metro and Future dropping that album with Like That on there, we're not getting the greatest rap beef of all time. Niggas want to talk about shout out to Drake and Kendrick for giving this to us. We need to say thank you, Metro, for giving this to us. Because without Metro, bro, we don't get that, bro. We got some all-time great diss tracks from that beef, bro. Meet the Grams, Not Like Us, Family Matters, Euphoria, bro. Those are all gonna go as classic diss tracks, bro. Shout out to Metro, bro. You really cooked with that one, bro. I know that wasn't your intention. You probably didn't think it was gonna go that deep, bro, but it did. Shout out to you. Last and final butterfly effect I want to talk about is low-key probably my favorite one. It's from the Planet of the Apes trilogy, and if you haven't checked out that movie series, the recent one, not the one made in like the 1800s, but the 2010s one, you need to check it out. It is peak trilogy, one of the greatest trilogies I've ever seen. But this one is James Franco's dad having Alzheimer's leads to the apes taking over the whole planet, and that sounds crazy on the surface level, but once I explain it, it'll make sense. So James Franco in the movie Planet of the Apes, the first one, his dad has Alzheimer's. If you don't know what Alzheimer's is, just look it up, my nigga. And James Franco, he wants to cure his dad's Alzheimer's. He hates to see his old man go out like that. Who wouldn't? And basically, the place that James Franco is working at, they're making these cures and drugs, and they're testing them on chimps, on apes. And there's this one ape they tested on. It's a female ape, and it makes her smarter. But she starts acting wild and shit, so they have to take her out. They kill her. But they find out she was pregnant, and she had a baby chimp inside her. His name is Caesar, who is the GOAT. So, and basically, James Franco, he raises the ape. And think about Caesar, he's not an ordinary ape. He's very intelligent. He's smart. And so as James Franco raises this ape throughout the years, his father's health is declining, and he notices this. James Franco sees the chimp. He sees Caesar. He's like, bro, I gotta fix my pops. So he goes back to the lab. He makes an upgraded version of that same drug that affected Caesar, that made him smart, and he gives it to his dad. Now the thing about this upgraded and the stronger drug, it has a side effect that James Franco didn't know about. It makes apes stronger, but it kills humans. And that's how the apes start taking over the world. It's because of this drug. And they just start getting smarter. Like they go from to hey, man, fuck these niggas. Let's run the planet. And eventually the virus gets so bad that it doesn't just kills the humans. It makes them like literally caveman stupid. Like they can't even talk anymore. They can't really process critical think anymore. They're basically animals. And so James Franco is the reason why that universe is the way it is. Shout out to James Franco, bro. You cooked your own planet. All the humans from that universe, if you happen to see this video, blame James Franco. He's the reason why apes run your world. But listen, bro, that's all for the video. Those are all the butterfly effects I wanted to talk about. I low-key might make a part 2 because, like I said, I really love the butterfly effect theory. I just, like, it's so cool to me. If you want a part 2, bro, let me know in the comments. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good shit, man. Young Spider Owski. Love y'all.